This is your sign to watch Sirens on Netflix. It's a 5-episode limited thriller miniseries that's set over Labor Day weekend at a secluded beach estate that's owned by tech genius Peter Kell and his wife Michaela Kell, also known as Kiki to her inner circle. Now we follow Devin, played by Megan Fahey, who travels to this estate and look for her sister Simone, who is working as Michaela's personal assistant. However, Devin starts digging and notices that something's really wrong in this island and that Michaela isn't who she seems. The show explores themes of control, beauty, trauma, sisterhood, and how women are shaped by the world around them. It's packed with tension and soaked in a glossy yet eerie atmosphere. Now for some quick character breakdowns on our three main leads. Devin is determined and driven to take her sister home. She's juggling different responsibilities and caring for her father at the same time, and that is why she seeks Simone. And she's very adamant, even if Simone doesn't want to leave. Now Simone is more complicated. She is very connected to Michaela, and they formed a bond together. And that's due to her coping with past trauma. And she likes feeling protected and empowered being next to Michaela. And lastly, Michaela Kell is commanding, elegant, and at first glance, the one holding all the power. But some cracks begin to show and we question whether her power is real or an illusion. Now let's get into the spoiler section of this review. You've been warned. Now the show leads us to believe that Michaela is the Siren, this seductive, powerful, and dangerous individual. But by the end, the twist hits that the real Siren is Peter Kell. Michaela may seem the one in control, but Peter is the one that shaped her into his ideal. He's the puppet master, and it was crazy to see that Michaela was basically grooming Peter's next wife. The mythology of the siren comes full circle because in Greek mythology, sirens were part bird and part woman creatures that were luring men to their deaths. And in this show, Michaela literally has birds in an aviary and is perceiving Simone as this injured bird that she must protect. Now at first, we see that Simone idolizes Michaela and looks up to her. But it seems that Simone actually wanted to be the next Michaela. And she does by having an affair with Peter Kell. I also really liked the character development of Devin as well, who even though she returns to the exact same spot she was in the beginning of the series, caring for her sick dad, she now has a new outlook at life. She wants to get an apartment and become more independent. And I felt like she really grew within this series. And what's really clever is that Devin is also treated as a siren within this show, as 3 different men are pursuing her, but eventually we see that none of these women were actual sirens. They were just cast as sirens by men like Peter, who is the actual manipulator. Now overall, I give Sirens a 9.7 out of 10, and I would highly recommend you see it. And Netflix, please give us a season 2.